Mike Costello was commentating for us. We'll check in with Mike in a moment. Before we do, this is his interview with Amir's cornerman, Freddie Roach, who felt there was something odd about the judges' decisions.
Yeah, you know, especially when they have such a long time getting the scorecards up and so forth, and then they told me, well, wait a minute, they might change it, they might be a mistake on one of the scorecards, and then they going over and checking it, but something's fishy.
It looked as if Alex Ariza whispered into Amir's ear that he'd got it, because Amir suddenly put a finger up as if the word had gone around that he got the nod.
Yeah, well, we did get the information that they said we got it, and everyone was happy for a moment and so forth. And then the decision came and we didn't get it. But there was like a 10-minute delay in between there, so something. It was awful slow getting the cards up there, but you know, what are you going to do?
Is that the longest wait you've had for the cards to come around?
Yes, one of the longest, and very, very, very unusual for these things to happen.
For all of that, though, Freddie, are you disappointed in how Amir performed, taking careless punches on the ropes?
You know, he fought the best he could that he had tonight, and I know we can do better, but I'm not disappointed, no, because I still thought I thought he won the fight, and we can do better, yes.
So that was Freddie Roach, the cornerman. Mike Costello was commentating alongside Paulie Malignaggi. I know, Mike, that you were scoring this yourself. Which way did you have it?
I had it to Khan by 2 rounds, and Paulie Malignaggi, who was co-commentating alongside me and who actually boxed Khan, lost to Khan about 18 months or so ago up in New York, he had it to Khan by 3 rounds. I spoke to many people at ringside who did have Khan as the winner, but there were others who thought Peterson rightly got the nod as well. I think Khan was unlucky on 2 fronts. Firstly, because, as I say, I think he did enough to win. But secondly, he came up against a very fussy referee, much fussier than we've seen in World Championship fights, for example, over in Las Vegas and over in the UK. And that might be because he's less experienced than some of those.
So he had 2 individual points deducted?
Yes, he did. 1 in the 7th round and 1 in the final round. And now, this is why any debrief and review of Khan's performance, including Freddie Roach, who we've just heard from there, and his dad Shah, and everybody around him, has to include criticism and harsh criticism. Partly because of his performance, and when he got on top, he allowed the momentum to sway back towards Peterson, and the best fighters don't do that, whatever Peterson was coming at him with. But secondly, as I said to you, he got deducted a point in the 7th round, first of all, and that was for holding. The infringements that the referee was complaining about were a mixture of holding Peterson's head down as he tried to come in on the attack, and also pushing Peterson off when the attack had finished. And those were the infringements. Now, he gets a point deducted in the 7th round. Okay, you might complain that the referee's being a little bit over fussy, and this is not what you're used to at World Championship level. But why then do you make the same kind of mistake in the 12th and the final round? As a professional fighter, and the people in his corner should have known this, you know what the referee's about, you know he's going to be fussy, so you don't do it again. And in particular, you don't do it again in the last round, a round that you're winning, and so in the end was scored level by all 3 judges. Now, even if he'd only won that last round, those 2 judges that gave it to Peterson by just a single point would therefore have scored it a draw. It would have been then what's called in boxing a majority draw, and when that happens, the champion holds on to his titles. So Amir Khan made a lot of mistakes tonight. He made a lot of mistakes tactically, strategically, but he made that mistake as well, and that was simply a lack of professionalism. He threw it away in the last round.
Mike, thank you very much. We'll leave it there, but I'm no doubt that pretty soon you and Paulie Malignaggi will be commentating on a rematch there. Mike Costello.